Meteorologist Danielle Noyce here with your insights video for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Sounds worse than I actually feel, but just bear with me as I get through this video here today. A hot and humid couple of days with that heat and humidity in place. Some thunderstorms possible for Thursday and on Friday. Isolated severe storm not out of the question either. A backdoor cold front does come in on Friday. A little question in terms of how far inland it pushes, but there will be a big difference in terms of temperatures, particularly at the coast compared to the interior later in the day. Weekend thunder risk looks greater on Sunday. We're going to talk more about that coming up. Dew points for our Thursday and Friday. Just want to play things through. They're in the upper 60s, low 70s. It is a soupy tropical air mass that moves in, so you're going to feel it these next couple of days. And this is kind of the first real surge of super tropical air that's going to be coming in here for the next couple of days. So that does add a little bit of stress to the body with the heat that's coming in. And it's a lot of heat across the southern United States, the East Coast. Record-breaking temperatures for portions of the mid-Atlantic, stretching to here in New England in a couple of spots too. The severe risk too is greatest across the Midwest during the day on Thursday, this orange shaded area. So you see from Milwaukee back down to the Chicago area, probably just west of Detroit. But then here in New England, southwestern New England has a greater risk of picking up a strong to severe thunderstorm. And that risk does extend down through Philly and New York City and DC and Richmond as well during the day on Thursday. So let's time things out. The morning starts with clouds on Thursday that give way to breaks of sun. Temperatures rise out of the 60s pretty quickly through the 70s into the 80s and lower 90s. Notice through late morning, not a whole lot of action. There may be a shower or an isolated thunderstorm in northern New England. Then by midday to early afternoon, we pop some storms. Notice they're not that widespread, but they are deeper reds and yellows in here. So some downpours, some lightning, some brief gusty wind possible here during the early to mid-afternoon with temperatures climbing into the 90s. There may be a lingering shower or storm along the south coast during the evening, and then that threat will diminish, particularly after the sun sets. Notice temperatures don't cool off that much, running in the 70s overnight. Friday morning starting in the 70s with an isolated shower, and then we boost temperatures yet again into the 90s inland. But look at the difference. Bar Harbor, 60 degrees. Portsmouth, 68. Boston, 70s to lower 80s, and then mid-90s here across the lower Connecticut River Valley. So we do turn an onshore wind. There's a backdoor front that sneaks in, particularly by Friday afternoon and evening, and that will cool right along the immediate coastline, while interior areas will see temperatures in the 90s. So that's where we pop a storm Friday afternoon and evening, right along that boundary, likely along and outside of 128 with a couple. And then another round comes into western New England during the evening, should weaken as it comes east. But Friday evening features a chance of a shower or an isolated thunderstorm from west to east, particularly in central and southern New England. What about the weekend? A shower possible early on Saturday with the disturbance coming in, but most of Saturday's looking good. Sunday, we start with sun and clouds. Those clouds will increase out ahead of a cold front. So we'll watch the timing of this, and that will increase the risk of showers and storms, particularly in northwestern New England by the time we get to Sunday afternoon and evening, maybe one that lingers into early Monday, then it's quieter after that. So it is a bit of an unsettled or active stretch with kind of classic summertime heat, humidity, and storms that will be in place. High temperatures on Thursday, 80s to low 90s, but with that humidity factored in, it's feeling like the mid to upper 90s here across southwestern New England. Look at that, Hartford, New Haven, Springfield up to Keene. So definitely a day to take it easy. Hydration if you are going to be outside. Seek shade, take breaks if you can. Overnight Thursday night, 60s to lower 70s. And then Friday, it's really going to depend on when that onshore wind kicks in. But notice the temperatures along the main coastline coolest, and that will be the case in eastern Massachusetts. Then we still go 90s through the interior. And a lot of time these backdoor fronts can be a little sneaky. And what I mean by that is they can boost the temperature inland, like 95 to 100, particularly in the lower Connecticut River Valley, and then cool substantially at the coastline. Saturday, the humidity does drop a little bit, same for Sunday, but we're still hot, 80s to lower 90s. That's the case again on Sunday. We'll be around 90 degrees in most areas, and you can track your exact city or town right in our free 5-star weather app. The video is right at the top, access to our 24/7 stream and the interactive radar. Great tool to have in a pattern like this with some pop-up thunderstorms around. So give it a download, search the 1 Degree Outside weather app in the App Store and Google Play.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside weather.